2. Test. Test 1, 2. Test. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Set the outside, and it's going to be a touch. Atwell pops it up. McCulloch's going to set go with in the middle. Mallory with a nice attack. Dug by Conway Springs. Back set to Con. Test, test, test.
Test 1, 2. Test.
Test. Test, 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 test.
Test 1, 2.
Gotcha.
Channel 37 linebackers bring you this Minneapolis Lady Lions second round action of the blue and gold tournament here in Saline at the Bicentennial Center. Vic Goeth with the play-by-play and a call. Mike Perry, I'll try and run the camera. Dale's out of town, so you get a couple motor mouths that like to watch basketball. And I kind of look forward to this game, Vic. It's kind of a tune-up for the league. I hate to see us have to play Southeast 3 times in 1 year, but I think it'll be a good indicator for Minneapolis just how far this program has come in the last couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. Southeast wanted to exact a little revenge because Minneapolis beat Southeast last year at home. Talking to one of the dads from Southeast last night, and he was a little concerned with that. Minneapolis much faster than they were last year and much bigger than they were last year. So it's something Southeast going to have to contend with. Minneapolis coming off a big win Monday night against the Bennington Lady Bulldogs, and it was a different team we saw Monday night, Mike. They played good, aggressive, half-court, three-quarter court pressure defense, picked up in the trap, and the ball movement on the offensive end, really crisp for game 1 of the season.
Minneapolis at times will look tall. Jordan Cross and 5'11". Mallory Goeth 5'10".
Yeah,
they're in the lineup at the same time, and that's the way they start. We start with a 3-guard lineup with Jessup Perry, Krista Frazier, Audra Antwell, and Mallory Goeth and Jordan Crossan. One thing about our team this year, it looks like it's a little deeper than the past years. Coach played everyone the other night, and a lot of girls scored. A lot of girls contributed, and looked pretty good. I kind of like the depth this year, Vic. Seems like there's quite a few girls that can help out.
Yeah, you know, Monday night, like you said earlier, a lot of girls scored. We had 8 girls in the scoring column for the Lions, and balls dished around well, distributed evenly amongst the team. I mean, everybody stepped up and played their game. So, you know, watching that game Monday night, it looked to me like all of them can play. It doesn't matter what mix you got in there, they can play together.
That all-important defensive backboard, getting those rebounds. I thought we did a pretty good job on the boards for the first game out. Girls do recognize the importance of that rebound. I thought we did a good job rebounding. Megan Donovan off the bench, and a couple other girls played real well. Jarrah Shoemaker and
It's some size that Coach Darrell hasn't had the last couple of years. He's got some size down low, not just height, but he's got some good size gals. They're banging on the boards really well. And we're just a matter of minutes away from the opening tip. As the Lady Lions take the floor, they're in the home white. Minneapolis is going to start the game. Should be going from right to left. Our center got on the wrong side of the circle. Minneapolis will be going from right to left. Mallory Goeth will tip off against Jessica Swanson of the Lady Trojans.
And we've seen about this 5 from Southeast for 2 or 3 years in a row.
Seems like they've been in this, these girls have been playing one another for the last 17 years. Southeast controls the tip. They get it down low, drop a nice pass off Shantae Syme, cutting to the basket. Southeast with a 2-0 lead. Go with inbounds to Perry. Perry's going to bring it up across the timeline. She's going to drive the length of the floor, dishes it off to Jordan Crossan down low, and it's going to be off Shantae Syme to Minneapolis. Minneapolis inbound under their own basket.
Let me get used to running this camera, and hopefully we don't miss too many.
Inbounds pass to Mallory. She takes a little 6-foot jumper off the glass, but it's rebounded by Jessica Swanson. Southeast headed the other way. Shantae Syme with the ball at the top of the key. She drives to the paint, takes it out to the wing. We're going to drop it underneath, but she's got Southeast called for traveling. Minneapolis to inbound. Southeast with a full court press right now. Perry with the ball for the Lions. She's going to cross the timeline. That's going to be off Southeast, out of bounds. Jessa drove that ball right into a trap. Southeast slaps the ball out of bounds. Minneapolis inbound on the side. Jessa Perry pulls the trigger. Into Mallory go with the top half court. Goeth drives to the wing. Picks up her dribble. She kicks it out to Frazier to the top. Swings it over to Atwell on the wing. Goeth at the top of the key. Dribble step inside. She follows her shot. Gets her own board.
Good hustle by Mal there to get that board.
Look inside to Jordan Crossan. Nice look. Goeth there for the rebound. She tips it to Perry. Perry with the board. Jess Perry with the ball out top. Swings it over to Audie Atwell. Bad pass. It's picked off. Southeast going the other way. Ball's on the floor. Pass picked up by Jessa Perry. She's going to go the other way. She pulls it back out, waits for numbers. Kicks it out to top to Mallory. Swings it over to Frazier. Frazier swings it to the wing to Atwell. Atwell looks inside. Perry to the top of the circle. Pass into Crossan, but it's tipped away. Atwell with the ball. Out to Perry. Jessa brings it around the top of the key. Gets it to Mallory.
We need to take advantage of these second chances we're getting off in this offensive glass down here. Good patience by the girls here.
Perry called for the traveling violation. That'll be turnover on the Lady Lions. We'll go the other way. Megan Donovan and Jarrah Shoemaker come in for the Lady Lions. Krista Frazier, Jessa Perry check out. Southeast up 2-0 early into the first quarter. Just over a minute gone. Just over 2 minutes gone, I'm sorry. Southeast breaks a little pressure. Brooke Kent swings it down to the baseline to Swanson. Swanson tries to get it into Syme. That's going to be a tie-up, and that'll be Minneapolis ball on the alternate possession. Megan Donovan steps in there to tie the ball up on the pass that was batted away.
Go Southeast! Defense!
Goeth brings the ball up on the inbounds, and it's out of bounds off Southeast. Minneapolis inbound the ball. Shoemaker to pull the trigger.
We do have a nice mismatch there with Ptacek girl guarding Mallory. Mallory probably has 3 inches on her. That's definitely a blocking foul. We did get it called.
That's going to be on Kent, I believe, number 10 for Southeast. That's going to be a blocking foul. Her first, team first for Southeast. Lions will inbound on the far side. Gets it into Shoemaker down on the baseline. Shoemaker with a dribble. She looks back out top. Goeth with the ball at the top of the key. Donovan with the ball. Looking for the cutter. Shoemaker with a nice catch. Jump shot right by Jarrah Shoemaker. Nice ball. That ties the score at 2 apiece.
Nice patience by the girls. Got a real nice shot in the paint. Southeast just about throws it away. We've got the trap on, and they just get by. There's Megan Donovan with a nice steal, Vic.
Minneapolis swings the ball to the wing. Mallory goes with the ball, looking for a cutter. Atwell to the top of the key, swings it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker dribbles back out, reset the offense. Jordan crosses, steps out, takes the pass from Shoemaker. Jordan puts it on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, and on the tie-up, it'll go to Southeast on the alternate possession. Two Lady Lions check back in for Minneapolis. Jess Perry, Krista Frazier, Jordan Crossan, and Audra Atwell take a seat on the bench. Southeast with the inbound. Shantae Syme with the ball on the wing. Swings the ball clear across court. Patacek guarded by Frazier. He tries to drop it into Swanson. Swanson in the lane. That's 2 points for Swanson. That makes it 4-2. Perry blows by the defense, but she's right in the middle of a trap. Pass the ball to Goeth. Goeth gets it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker on the drive, pulls it back out.
Oh, she's got to shoot that ball there.
You get her down low like that, you need to put it up. Perry with the ball, kicks it over to Shoemaker, top of the key.
Defense.
Donovan pops out.
It's only good basketball to take that shot in the paint like that.
We got Jarrett Shoemaker called for her first foul. She's called for an illegal pick. That'll be the first team foul on the Lady Lions. Southeast with a 4-2 lead with just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Minneapolis going to pick up at half court, man-to-man. Swanson down low. She gets the ball inside. She scores again. Minneapolis going to have to turn that down.
Tipped by Southeast there, Vic, and Minneapolis will play it in.
Frazier with the ball on the baseline. She looks inside. There's Atwell at the top. Atwell up top with the shot. Ball goes out of bounds on the rebound off Southeast. Minneapolis will key it in underneath their own basket.
Nice look right there, a little 12-footer.
Atwell keys it into Perry. She brings it around top of the key. She's guarded by Stein. There's Atwell with the ball. Megan Donovan inside. That ball's rejected by Jessica Swanson. Shantae Syme back the other way with the ball for Southeast.
When they slap that hard, I can't understand why that's not a foul.
That ball's going to be out of bounds out the end line off the fingertips of Jessica Swanson. Tacek tried to feed Swanson low, and the ball goes out of bounds. Minneapolis with the ball on the turnover. Crossing inbounds to Perry.
That's definitely a foul right there. Had her across the arm, Vic.
That ball's going to get called out of bounds off Perry on the turnover. Southeast will inbound it on the side right here in front of the Minneapolis bench. Swanson calling for the ball down low. Kick it out to Brooke Kent, top the key for a three, and that's nothing but net. That puts Southeast up 9-2. Jess Perry breaks the pressure. She weaves through the deep. She's got numbers. That's going to be a kick ball. Minneapolis will have it on the turnover.
Nobody on that Southeast team quick enough to stay with Jessa Perry. She just needs to make her mind up to go a little center. She'll be just fine.
Jess Perry, she can bring that ball up the floor by herself because nobody can stay with her. She weaved her way through 4 defenders right there to break that press, and she had good numbers. Inbound to Frazier, kicks it outside to. They try to drop it inside. It's going to be a jump ball. Minneapolis will retain possession. Tried to drop it inside to Jordan Crossan. Brooke Kent in there with the tie-up. Atwell keys it in underneath the Minneapolis basket. They go up top for Mallory Gillis. She takes it in the lane, but it's stripped away from her by Jessica Swanson. Lady Lions cover back on defense. Look inside. Swanson on a drive. Somebody's going to have to stop her going down that lane. Atwell gets an outlet pass over to Mallory. She goes up, but she's going to get called for the walk. Minneapolis a little rattled right now. They trail 11-2. 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jessa Perry with the defense on Kent. Swings it to top to Shantae Syme. Syme with Atwell guarding her, drives to the bucket. That's going to be a rebound for Jordan Crossan. And Jordan Cross is going to get called for the traveling.
Well, Southeast can force turnovers, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Minneapolis not doing a very good job taking care of the ball.
Ladies need to start playing inside, the way they were. There's Jordan Crossan with another big defensive rebound. Minneapolis goes the other way.
Stripped away from Audra.
Crossan drives around Swanson. She puts up a nice little.
Nice job.
That brings Minneapolis to within 7, 11-4. Minneapolis with pressure on the inbound. They're going to go full court.
Bring it on in.
Southeast gets it down.
Go in.
Now we're going to get Jordan Crossan with a foul.
Way to go, girl. Did that basket count?
Jordan Crossan a little late getting in there. The ball's passed cross court to Jessica Swanson. She's called for the foul, but it's on the floor. It was not a shooting foul. Jara Shoemaker back in for the Lions. She takes Jessica Perry's spot. Southeast inbound. Kick it out top, Shantae Syme, who drops it in the paint. There's Kent spotted up for another 3. Long rebound there. We're going to get
definitely
Brooke
a foul.
Kent called for her second foul of the night. Brooke Eckert with good position there for that rebound. Kent come crashing into her, and she's going to get whistled for foul number 2. Donovan into the game for Jordan Crossan. Lady Lions trail by 7. We're just over a minute to go in the first quarter. They inbound the ball down under Southeast goal. Mallory tried to drop that pass over the top, and it's almost put back in her face on the turnover. But they recover the ball, and here they are. Swings it to the wing to Atwell, drops it down to Donovan. Donovan with a nice move on the inside. She's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. This will be Minneapolis' first trip to the free throw line tonight. Megan Donovan will be at the line. She'll be shooting 2.
Get in there.
First throw attempts up and out. Jess Swanson, after a brief rest, she's back into the lineup for the Lady Trojans.
Well, we saw in that Bennington game earlier, free throws pretty important, aren't they, Vic?
Very much so. And there's Donovan with second attempt off the front of the rim. Stein chases the rebound down for the Lady Trojans, and they're going to bring it the other way. Eckert's going to pick her up at half court. They swing it to Syme. Syme on the wing. Back to the top to Stein. Stein back over to Syme, guarded by Shoemaker. They're going to put it in low to Swanson. Mallory's there with the defense, but Swanson turns around, puts it up. That ball's going to be stolen by Syme almost on the turnover, but she's called out of bounds. Jessa Perry back in for Brooke Eckert. Perry with the ball. Swings it over to Atwell. Atwell tries to break the press.
Boy, she got hammered.
Well,
Stein just really hammered her.
There's another foul and no call. How are they not getting those fouls called? Shoemaker steps into the base.
She got hammered all the way across the arm. Good grief.
Go defense, girls.
They're not going to call any fouls.
Goeth goes up for the shot with 5 seconds, banks it off the glass. That's going to be good for 2.
Good job.
So that brings it into the first quarter. Minneapolis trails 13-6. They looked a little rattled there, Mike, with that pressure that Southeast was putting on them.
You mean those fouls?
Yeah. That last flurry down the floor, there was probably 3 fouls should have been called. None of them were. Coach Darrow in front of the girls right now, giving them a little instruction on what they need to be doing. They got to be patient on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, Mike, they need to take care of the inside.
Yeah, they get that ball in deep on us, and there's no defense for that when they got you on your hip and right in the paint.
Swanson's just tearing us apart inside, and it's just because we're late getting to the cover, not covering the passing lanes.
And so important for everyone to get down court fast after the make or the miss on the other end.
So we come out to start the second quarter, and Southeast will have the ball to inbound. They have a 13-6 lead. On the floor for the Lady Lions is Jessa Perry, number 10, Jared Shoemaker, 22, Audra Atwell, number 2, number 13, Megan Donovan, and Mallory Goeth, number 44. Syme crosses the timeline. Back over to Stein.
Work it in, girls.
Stein brings it all the way down. She's going to try to get around Shoemaker. Shoemaker takes her right to the corner. Syme runs that pass down. It's tipped away. Swanson with the ball. That ball's tipped. Syme all alone over on the baseline. She's got a little 6-footer. Jared Shoemaker with a good rebound.
She's definitely fouled, and they call it.
So Jessa Perry's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Passes the inside. Perry takes it to the rack. She's fouled. I didn't catch who that foul was called on.
McDonald.
It's called on McDonald. That's going to be number 1 on her. Perry with a nice first free throw attempt is good. Second throw's on the way, and it's just short. Rebounded by Southeast. Perry on Syme as she crosses the timeline. Take it down to the baseline. Swanson on the baseline with the ball. Kicks it back out top to Stein. Atwell on Stein. Tried to kick it inside, and that ball's picked off by Mallory Goeth off a deflection by Audie Atwell. Shoemaker with the ball across the timeline. Brings it over the wing to Atwell. Atwell looking inside, the ball stripped away from her. She was looking inside to Megan Donovan as she was just getting ready to make the pass. The ball was stripped away. Shantae Syme on the wing. She's going to drive to the bucket. Mallory Goeth's going to get called for the foul, and it's going to be an and 1.
Got to remember she's left-handed when she goes to the rack. She's got it on that side. It's tough to stop her.
Syme takes it to the hole strong. She goes up. Mallory fouls her. Shantae able to put it in. Lady Lions bring Jordan Crossan and Krista Frazier back in the game. Syme's free throw attempt is good. Minneapolis inbounds. Shoemaker with the ball. Over to Perry. Perry goes to Frazier down on the baseline. Frazier hits. Nice dump-in pass. Right. It's tipped out by Southeast. We're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to be Minneapolis on the alternate possession. Krista Frazier steps in there after that pass was deflected. She ties up the ball, Mike, and we got a jump ball, so Minneapolis will have it on the inbound. Shoemaker to pull the trigger underneath Minneapolis' own basket. Jessa Perry jumps out. Kicks it up to Frazier. Frazier looks for Shoemaker down on the baseline. Shoemaker tries to get inside. There she goes inside to Jordan Crossan with a nice turnaround jumper. That's 2 points for Crossan again. Nice look inside. Nice pick by Jessa Perry. She almost got that ball stolen away, Mike.
You get that ball in that deep in the paint, and Jordan Crossan with a nice little turnaround jumper. Shooting percentages go up immensely.
Stein to inbound for Southeast under their own basket. She kicks it out to Shantae Syme for a 3. Shantae barely moves the net on that as she rattles that 3 in. Atwell with the ball. Audie throws that ball away. Right into the hands of April Tachek.
I think she was anticipating somebody being there because there wasn't anybody.
on that press break, there's somebody supposed to be cutting to the middle of the floor. Swinging clear across court to Syme, and she throws the ball away, and it's picked off by Shoemaker. Frazier goes down. Atwell with the ball. Shante Syme with a hand on the ball on the pass. Tips it up in the air. There's Audrey Atwell with a pickoff. Audie Atwell with a nice pickoff, but she comes down on the sideline, called out of bounds, and it'll be inbounds to Southeast.
I thought they called a foul, but
I did too. I thought there was a foul on that and nothing called.
that's a walk.
They get it deep inside to Stein. Audie Atwell with a good hustle there. She takes that ball away and gets it out. Minneapolis back the other way on the break. Krista Frazier steps in for a jumper.
Let's go, Brooke. Bring it on down.
Jared Shoemaker with a defensive board. Minneapolis has got to watch the passes. Slow them passes down. Throwing the ball away. Minneapolis going big now because they brought Crossan and Goeth back in with Donovan in there on the floor. 19-9, Southeast with a 10-point lead. 4.5 minutes to go in the half. They go over the top, trying to get it into Jessica Swanson. That ball's picked off.
Nice double team there, Vic, to shut down that inside game at Southeast.
And that's what they need to do. They need somebody to front her and then somebody to sneak in there on the back door.
My.
Audrey Outwell with a good look inside, trying to get a cut in Jordan Cross and going to the hole, and that ball's out of bounds off Minneapolis. Another turnover on the Lady Lions. They got to have more turnovers now than they did in the entire game Monday night. Brooke Kent allowed to take the ball all the way into the paint. She hits a little 12-foot jumper.
Well, that was close. Southeast just too quick for us. Picked Megan Donovan's pocket down there, and off to the races they go.
But those fast breaks are started by bad passes. You got to be sharp with them passes.
Minneapolis falling behind here a little bit, 23-9 with 3:50 left in the first half. Southeast with that pressure defense, they do it every year. Minneapolis not taking care of the ball once we get it down there. They pick our pocket down there.
Now they're going to have to start taking
it away.
They're going to have to take care of the ball, Mike. Because so far it's just been a one-sided track meet.
Go Southeast.
Lions come out of the timeout.
Teamwork.
They'll have the ball.
Southeast dropped back into half-court trap. Minneapolis has not been able to crack that one. And yeah, the full court pressure they were putting on, we had a pretty good feel for that.
Atwell swings it over to Eckert. Eckert with a bad pass right into April Ptacek's arms. Going to be a jump ball. You want to throw that pass to a spot on the floor, not to where they are. Tie-up gives the ball to Southeast. They're going to drop it into Swanson down low. She takes advantage of the overplay on the defense, and she takes it right to the rack. Jordan Crossan there to pick up the garbage. No foul called underneath. Megan Donovan goes to the hole.
Probably should have been shooting 2 shots on the free throw line.
Should have been. Atwell with the ball. Brings it back to the top of the key to go. Swings it over to Cross and down to the corner to Eckert. Eckert on the drive. That ball's hard off the side of the goal. Shante Syme takes it all the way coast to coast for 2. Minneapolis needs to shut off that drive. Don't let them have that penetration. There's Jordan Crossan with a nice drive. Pops it back out to Mallory for an 8-footer. Megan Donovan with a offensive rebound.
Can't get up.
Another turnover by the Lady Lions. Southeast with a 16-point lead right now, Mike. 2:17 to go in the half.
You're keeping track of points and rebounds, right?
Yes.
Good. We'll have some stats here at halftime. Well, Southeast can't miss, and we can't get it down the court, so bad combination.
Shoemaker.
There we go. Nice job. Take that shot.
Jessa Perry steps in there and knocks down the... Nice steal by Jessa Perry. She's going to take that coast to coast, and she's going to get fouled. Jess will go to the line. She'll shoot 2.
I guess that's the only one they've caught on her. She's had 3 or 4.
Yeah. Krista Fraser checks back in for Brooke Eckert.
29-13. There's a chance to cut into that lead with free throws. Up and in. Jess Perry makes first one of 2. She'll get the other one. Megan Donovan back in, and Jordan Crossan takes a little rest. Minute 32 left here in the first half.
Perry second throw attempt. Short of everything, so it'll be out of bounds Southeast. Minneapolis trails by 15. 29-14. 1:28 to go in the half. Southeast swings the ball around the perimeter. They're looking for Swanson inside.
And they get her.
Got Swanson with a give and go. Minneapolis not able to defend that. Krista Fraser spots up from 10. Atwell with the rebound. Perry drops it down to Donovan. That's going to be a blocking foul on Swanson.
Basket would have counted there. It almost went. Swanson with a foul. Megan Donovan with good position inside. Oh, they call it on the floor.
Minneapolis inbound under their basket, gets it into Frazier. Frazier looking inside, finds Goeth. Goeth with a nice step inside of the paint. She goes up. The ball's just off. Donovan with the rebound. The ball slips out of her hand. She goes back up, comes back down with it. Called for the traveling violation.
49 seconds left. Southeast with the ball.
Swanson roaming around there on the baseline. Minneapolis not keeping an eye on her. Mallory Goeth steps in front of that pass. Denies that. Shoemaker heads the other way. Kicks it over to Frazier. Frazier drives in, spots up for a 12-footer. It's off the front of the rim. There's Donovan, goes up for the rebound. Going to be off Minneapolis, out of bounds.
If it's blocked by Southeast, why do we save it? And let it go out of bounds off us. $18 seconds. See if we can keep them from getting a shot off here. 31-14.
17-point lead, Southeast Saline. They get it down to Syme on the baseline. She throws up a shot. It's good with about 4 seconds to go. That's going to be the first half. Lady Lions will head to the locker room trailing 33-14.
Lady Lions not able to handle the pressure Southeast put on, and lots of turnovers. Southeast created quite a few points, scoring 33 in the first half.
Some of those turnovers, Mike, or a lot of them turnovers were unforced. Minneapolis needs to take care of their end of the
You're right. There were a couple.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Southeast playing good defense, but a lot of those turnovers were unforced, and that's something that Minneapolis is going to have to take care of. They have control of that.
We will have some point totals here shortly, and the second half.
Well, we're back after a brief intermission. Made a trek to the other side of the Bicentennial Center, hoping we could find power in a more friendly crowd, but unable to do so. We've missed almost the whole third quarter. Minneapolis has fallen behind 41-20. We pick up the action with 1:19 to go in the third quarter.
You would think I would have picked up some popcorn on the way, but
Southeast with a shot from the outside. Ball's run down by April Potacek. She's fouled down on the baseline. That's going to be on Jarrah Shoemaker, I believe. They get it inside of Potacek. She turns around, hits a little runner, left-handed running hook in the lane. Puts Southeast up by 23. Frazier with the ball down low, kicks back out to Perry. Perry swings it to the top to Seamers. Seamers over to the wing to Atwell, who drops it into Megan Donovan. Megan's going to be fouled. She's going to go to the line. She'll shoot two.
sure we should use the glass on that. I think she'd had a better chance. That thing dropping three-point play. She'll shoot two.
Donovan's first throw on the road, off the front of the rim, falls out.
Krista Seamers with some good minutes there, Vic. Front rim's the second one. Southeast with the rebound, and they're off and running.
Minneapolis gets back well. Ball's kicked over to the side. They're going to drop it down inside low. Back out to Shante Syme for a three. Megan Donovan with the rebound.
Go Southeast defense.
Audie Atwell gets it over to Jessa Perry. Kicks it down to the baseline to Mallory Goeth. Mallory with the ball looking inside. She throws the ball away. Jessa Perry steals it right back. She's going to take it all the way in. She's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot two. Ill-advised pass by Mallory trying to get that thing across the paint, Mike. Cutter not heading to the basket, and it was picked off by Southeast.
It's tough to get that cross-court pass all the way across that paint. You've got to go by at least two defenders with the pass.
Perry with another short free throw. Eckert back into the lineup for the Lions. Krista Frazier comes to the bench. Second throw attempt on the way for Perry. It's nothing but net. 21-43, Minneapolis trails by 22 with 9.2 seconds to go. Third quarter. Atwell picks her up half court. They're not going to get a shot off, and that's going to be the way the third quarter comes to an end. Minneapolis trailing by 22.
Defensive stop there, limiting Southeast not even to get a shot off there before the end of the third quarter.
So the fourth quarter looms for the Lady Lions. They've got a big hill to climb, 22 points. They just need to play the tough, aggressive defense that they played Monday night and work the ball on the offensive end.
Trying to get the best picture we can here of the court. I'm going to get Vic's. What do you think of that? It looks okay.
I think that'll probably work.
We will eventually get settled in here. Changing sides. Minneapolis will inbound the ball here, trailing start of the fourth quarter. Audrey Atwell, Brooke Eckert, Mallory Goeth, Jessa Perry, and Megan Donovan. Entry pass to Megan Donovan. It's up off the rim. Mallory with her hands on it, can't control it. Minneapolis.
Brooke Eckert with a nice look there, try for the steal. Jessa Perry picks it off. She's going to take it all the way. She's going to be fouled.
That's definitely a foul with the body.
You get that look a lot tonight from Southeast girls when they get a foul called on. They act like they never had one before. They play an aggressive, rough style of defense. And so far tonight, they've got away with a lot of that. Perry's first free throw is off the glass. Second free throw attempt on its way. It's off, rebounded by Southeast. Syme brings it, pushes it for Southeast. Kent with the ball down low. She must have stepped on the end line. Be a turnover on Southeast. Minneapolis to inbound. Southeast still with half court trap.
Go Southeast defense.
They kick it across to Mallory. She's going to drop past that to Megan Donovan.
Right.
Megan had an open layup there.
Couldn't get it off her hip there.
Open layup. Megan is one dribble and right to the hole. On the alternate possession, it's going to be Southeast ball. They have the 22-point lead, 43-21. Jordan Crossan up off the bench. She's getting set to check in. Nice pickoff by Jessa Perry, and she's going to be fouled from the backside by Brooke Kent. That's going to be either 3 or 4 on Kent, I believe. Seventh team foul on Southeast. That's going to put Minneapolis on the line for the one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Perry back at the line again, Mike.
Close the gap down here if we can make some of these free throws. First one's
up
in.
and in. Yeah, they turn the pressure up on them bringing the ball up the court. They're going to get their turnovers and they'll get those fouls. Second throw attempt is nothing but net. Brings Minneapolis to within 20, 43-23. Perry's hawking the ball again. She almost gets another pick. She takes Brooke Kent clear to the sideline, takes her, and Brooke goes right out of bounds. Turnover to Minneapolis.
Jordan had it shut off, and she tried to go around her, and she stepped out of bounds. So
tried to go over the top with the pass. It's tipped out of bounds by Southeast. Minneapolis keep possession of the ball. Inbound to Perry. She brings it over. Going to set the offense. Brings it to my side. Steps up. Passes down to the baseline to Atwell. Back out to the wing to that pass is denied. Tried to go inside to Jordan Crossan. Denied by Jessica Swanson. Southeast on the turnover. Head the other way. Jessa Perry right there. She's going to get fouled by Kent again. That's going to be 4. Jessa steps in there to steal that ball, and Kent practically pushes her out of bounds. It's not going to be too long, Mike. At this rate, Minneapolis is going to be into the double bonus.
Especially if they start calling him on Erica Stein.
And with the way this game is right now, the huge lead that Southeast has, this is how Minneapolis needs to score their points, is without the clock running. Inadvertent horn. They keep playing. Syme kicks it out to Tacek from the wing. She puts up a three. It's rebounded by Perry. Perry's pass is too short, and it's picked off by Shantae Syme. Southeast going the other way. Ball swatted out of bounds, or it's off Southeast. It's going to be Minneapolis ball on the turnover. Jared Shoemaker back into the lineup for Minneapolis. Jess Perry takes a seat. Shoemaker gets it down court to Frazier. Frazier takes it back out top of the key to Shoemaker. She runs it down to the half court line. Audie Atwell with the ball.
2-3 zone, and
they try to get it inside the crossing again, and Swanson's there to pick it off.
Southeast a little bit too quick to get that entry pass in there. They're going to have to work it just a little bit to get an opening.
Southeast takes a timeout. Minneapolis with some pressure defense down against the Trojans, and Southeast coach want to take a timeout, see if he can do something with that pressure. So we're still at a 20-point deficit, Mike, 43-23 with 5:26 to go in the game.
Well, Minneapolis just needs to keep putting the pressure on, creating those turnovers, get us more chances at the basket, try and get some more points on the board here and get to the line and make those free throws, close the gap just a little bit here. Minneapolis doing a good job. That entry pass is not there. We've tried to force it in there 2 or 3 times. There's just no way to get it in there when you're being fronted.
That's right. You work it around, and it'll open up. One thing that Lions haven't done tonight that they did the other night is they hit some shots from the outside. You get that shot up from the outside, and that's going to open up your middle for you. That'll make that entry pass much easier to make. Coming out of the timeout, 5:26 to go in the game. Southeast ball out of bounds. Southeast is headed from left to right.
Go Southeast! Work it in!
They're going to drop it into Swanson. She's going to take it to the hole. No backside help. Frazier spots up for a three. It's hard. Rebound by Stein. Tacek out top the circle, guarded by Goeth. Back over to Stein, guarded by Atwell. Syme on the wing with Shoemaker guarding her. Little give and go with Swanson. Ball's headed out of bounds. Swanson saves it back in bounds right into Jared Shoemaker's arms. Shoemaker spots up for three at the top of the key. Crossing with the rebound, back up and in. That'll be an and one. That's going to be a foul on Jessica Swanson, I believe. No, I take that back. That foul is on April Potacek, number 11. That's foul number 1 on her, team foul number 9. Jess Perry back into the lineup for the Lions. Megan Donovan go to the scores table. She's set to check in. Cross's free throw attempt is up, rolled around and drops in.
3-point play the old-fashioned way, and we really needed that one to get that thing under 20. 45-26. 4 1/4 left here in the fourth quarter.
Lead's under 20 now. It's 19. Southeast with the ball. Shoemaker on Weiss. Mallory tries to pick that pass off to Potacek. She fouls her. That's going to be 3, I believe, on Mallory. Check that. Yes, it's her 3rd foul. Southeast inbound under their basket. Stein triggers it into Shante. Syme, she drops it back down to Stein. Stein off the glass. But there's Jessica Swanson all alone. Megan Donovan with a big, strong rebound.
Nice rebound by Megan there.
Jessica Perry with good ball movement there. She's going to bring it down. Puts it on down to that's going to be called on Weiss. That's going to put Donovan on the line, and she'll be shooting 2, I believe, because we should be in the double bonus.
Fouls are starting to get build up here on Southeast. We're in double bonus.
Check that, Mike. That's the 4th foul on Swanson. Donovan's free throw, first throw attempt's good. Look for Minneapolis to pressure on the inbound. Second throw for Donovan's good. That cuts the lead to 17.
Go Southeast, come on, bring it on down.
Syme just runs right through the defense. Hits Potacek cutting to the basket for an easy layup, uncontested. Atwell brings the ball up for the Lions. That pass is tipped, Mallory with the ball. She kicks it back out to Atwell at the wing. Goeth with the top of the key, over to Eckert. Eckert looking inside to Donovan. Kicks it inside to Donovan. Donovan turnaround jumper off the glass, it's good.
Now that entry pass was there, it was wide open. Nice job getting it into Megan that time.
Eckert guarding Syme as she brings the ball down. Kicks it back out to Syme, top of the key. Potacek guarded by Goeth. Swings it over the wing to Syme for a 3-pointer. That's nothing but net. That puts it back to a 20-point lead. 50-30 with 3 minutes to go in the game. Perry's pass over the top. It's deflected. Potacek goes up for the pickoff, and we're going to get a foul called on Brooke Eckert. That's Brooke's first personal. That's 5th team foul for the Lady Lions. Southeast yet to shoot 1-on-1 bonus with 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Southeast goes over the top to Syme. They drop it inside. Donovan with the defense. Kicks it back out to Stein. Stein spots for a 3. Misses everything. Potacek with the rebound. That ball's off, and Donovan comes down with the board. Megan gets it off to Jess Perry. She crosses the timeline. Nice pass into Jordan Cross, and Jordan goes up strong to the basket.
He's hammered.
And she's fouled. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot 2. That foul's going to be on number 14. Jordan's first free throw attempt, nothing but net. 2:40 left to go in the game. Minneapolis trails by 19. Second free throw attempt short. Be a turnover on the Lions, and it'll go to Southeast on the inbound. Atwell with defense on Syme. Syme brings it across timeline. She's going to drive all the way to the paint, pass it off to Potacek. Potacek's a little short jumper. Whoa, how is that not a foul over the back? Weiss all over the back of Krista Frazier, and she's allowed to get away with it. Syme's going to be called for the traveling violation. I think that was just a makeup call because they didn't get the foul called. Atwell with the ball, brings it up to the timeline. Pass it center court, Jordan Cross, and he drops a pass off to Perry. Perry on the wing, drops it inside to Donovan. Donovan turns to the basket, takes it off the glass. That's 2 points, cuts the lead to 17, 50-33. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Syme with the ball across the timeline, hits a cutting Weiss. Weiss stops, spots, puts it off the glass for an easy 2. Atwell gets past Syme. Stein runs her down, pass it off to Cross. Swings it over to Frazier. Frazier from the baseline. And there's Atwell. Atwell with a nice rebound. She goes back up for the shot. Symes called for the foul. Eckert at the line, set to check in. Atwell shoot 2. Seamer's up off the bench. She's coming in. Audie's first free throw attempts off the back of the rim. Minute 47 left to go in the game. Minneapolis trails by 19, 52-33. Audie's second free throw attempt. Off the side of the rim. Jordan Crossan right there fighting for the rebound. Kent with the ball. That ball's going to be thrown out of bounds off Jessica Swanson's hand. Turnover to the Minneapolis Lions. Shoemaker off the bench, ready to come in. She comes in for Jessa Perry. Eckert with the ball out front. Guarded by Weiss. Crossan pops out, takes the pass. Top of the key. Seamers in the paint. Nice little jump shot. Rebounded by Syme from Southeast. They're headed the other way. Kick it out to the wing to Swanson. Swanson back out top to Syme. 1:18 left to go in the game. Crossing out on Weiss. Kent with a long 3 off the front of the rim, rebounded by Jordan Crossan. Over to Shoemaker, she crosses the center line. Seamers tries to drop the ball into Jordan Crossan, cutting to the basket. It's kick ball out of bounds off Southeast. Minneapolis will inbound under their own goal. Donovan in for Crossan. Frazier coming in for Audie Atwell. Under a minute to go. Minneapolis trails by 19, 52-33. Pass in Eckert to the top of the key. She picks up her dribble. She's guarded by Weiss. She gets it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker drops it down the baseline to Frazier. Frazier looking inside, gets it into Seamers. Seamers puts the ball on the floor, turns around, kicks it back out to Frazier, spots for a 3. It's going to be nothing but net. 36-52 brings Minneapolis within 16. Kent crosses the center line. Ball poked away by Eckert, but it's picked up by Southeast, but the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover to Minneapolis. 20.5 seconds to go. Minneapolis trails by 16, 52-36. Shoemaker with the ball. Brings it to the timeline. Deep pass to Frazier. She spots up from the corner. She's going to pass it back out to the top. Shoemaker. Shoemaker looks to the outside. Pass inside to Seamers. She's going to take it to the bucket. Kent comes down with the rebound. That's going to be the game. Minneapolis falls to the Lady Trojans. Southeast Saline, 52-36. Michael, they showed a little bit of spark there in the fourth quarter.
Where you going, Jessica?
You take away all them chippies that they gave up to Swanson in the middle, and it's a close ball game.
52-36. Lady Lions' second game of the year. They'll get Southeast a couple more times. I think they'll.
Well, I can guarantee that
know what's
Swanson
going
had
on.
more than 16 points, and they were all in the paint.
Yeah, they were all close. They get ball in that deep, and she is really tough to handle.
So that's going to put the Lady Lions in the consolation finals. They'll play for third and fourth Friday evening at 6 p.m. They will play the winner of tomorrow night's losing side of that bracket. That game's going to be Sacred Heart playing Halstead, I believe. And I don't have any stats, Mike, being we took that hiatus from the in the third quarter.
I
didn't keep them for the rest of the game, so I've got the sheet over here.
I thought I brought your deal.
But we'll do a better job of it in the boys' game.
We'll be back with the start of the boys' game here shortly. And thank you for watching Channel 37.